Hey guys, welcome to Pendant and Ring. Today we're going to do a Google search question and answer session because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day and it's important that we share what knowledge we have. That's the best way to increase the light in the world. So today we're going to look up when jewelry and we'll answer these queries. So the first one says when jewelry turns green. When jewelry turns green, it's a specific kind of tarnish on the jewelry. It's very common in brass pieces, and you can clean it with some Brasso or with another mild cleanser like vinegar will work in a toothbrush, a very soft toothbrush, and it will help clean the green away from your jewelry. The next one says, when jewelry says 925. This is a jeweler's mark, and 925 indicates a metal's purity. This is sterling silver. Sterling silver is 0.925 silver, and other metals in it give it strength. So when you have a really high quality necklace, it'll oftentimes be 0.925 sterling silver, and those other metals stirred in, they just make your necklace more resilient. When jewelry turns your skin green. Okay, so the first one is when the jewelry turns green, but this one's about when the jewelry turns your skin green. That is an allergic reaction. Usually, brass or other types of jewelry will turn your skin green, but sometimes people are allergic to gold, and sometimes people are allergic to silver, and that can definitely turn your skin green. Of course, you want to take off the jewelry, wash your skin. If you have any rashes or if you have any blisters, definitely talk to your doctor about that. When jewelry turns copper. A lot of times jewelry is plated, so it's made out of copper. And then a small thin layer, just a few atoms thick of silver or gold is placed on top of the copper. There are lots of ways that this can be accomplished. But when that wears off, when those few atoms of silver or a few atoms of gold wear away, your jewelry is copper because the copper is exposed. So the next one is when jewelry turns black. When your jewelry turns black, it usually means it was sterling silver or fine silver, which is 0.99 silver. And it's okay. It's just tarnished, and you can definitely clean it. There's a lot of different polishing compounds that you can purchase or polishing tips and tricks. We have a blog post. I will link to it. Check it out, and you can clean your silver and it will be just wonderful and shiny all over again. When jewelry breaks, meaning. Oh, okay. Unless this is some kind of slang that I don't know, which is totally possible. When your jewelry breaks, it means it's broken. So like if you have a chain and a link opens up in the chain, then that chain necklace is broken. Sometimes jewelry can be repaired, sometimes it can't. It depends on the nature of the break and what other damage the jewelry piece incurred. And if it's something you can fix at home, like we have a necklace repair video, I'll link to it so you guys can check it out. If you have a broken necklace, you can totally fix it at home. If you have a stone that's broken, then that stone is broken. I mean, it's a rock. That's all gemstones are, rocks. And when the rock is broken, there's not a lot you can do to fix a rock. You can replace the stone. That's one way you can repair your jewelry or have it replaced. If a prong comes loose, you can definitely fix that. There are a lot of different ways that jewelry can break and a lot of different methods of repair. So if you have a broken piece, send us an email and we'll see what we can do to help you. When jewelry turns skin green. Okay, so now we're back to what happens if your skin turns green. Usually that's an allergic reaction. It means that something in the piece of jewelry that you're wearing does not agree with you. And the best way to deal with this is just not to wear the piece of jewelry. Sometimes, like if it's a ring, you can coat the inside of it with clear fingernail polish, and that works out pretty good. But you will have to reapply it. It is just fingernail polish after all, and it will wear off. So if you have a ring that you really, really love, but it turns your skin green, definitely paint the inside of it with fingernail polish, let it dry, and then wear it. Reapply as needed. Okay, the next one is when jewelry is gold filled. Okay, so gold filled jewelry is different than plated jewelry. Gold-filled jewelry has a thicker coating of gold. So we have some gold-filled chains in the shop, and the gold-filled chains are silver on the inside. It's a silver chain. And then we apply a thick coating. Actually, it's many thin coats. It's a process of gold to the silver. And that's gold filled because it's thicker. Gold plating, okay, that's the next one. When jewelry is plated. Gold plating is just a few atoms thick. It's so thin, right? And most of the time that's okay because you're not going to wear your jewelry in bad conditions, hopefully. You're not going to go swimming in the ocean. You're not going to go into a sauna and sweat. You're not going to work outside all day and wear your jewelry at the same time. You keep your jewelry nice and you wear it on nice occasions. All right, the last one for today is when jewelry cleaner. I'm going to interpret this as how often should I use a jewelry cleaner? Anytime you go to a jewelry shop, you can see it or hear it. You can hear it buzzing sometimes. There's a sonic cleaner inside of the jewelry shop, and it is useful for cleaning jewelry. Not filthy jewelry, mind you, but it gets in the nooks and crannies, you know? And so if your jewelry is relatively clean and you just want to add a little sparkle and have that shiny new look again, then using a jewelry cleaner will definitely help with that. On gold-filled jewelry, you can totally use a cleaner on it. Less is more, okay? And with plated jewelry, you can use a cleaner on it. But again, less is more, because on plated jewelry especially, the layer of gold over silver or gold over copper is very, very thin, or the layer of silver over copper is very thin. And every time you put it in that jewelry cleaner, you're wearing away some of that layer. Same thing with gold-filled jewelry. Every time you put it in a jewelry cleaner, you're wearing away some of that top layering. Now, there's actually what's being marketed as waterproof jewelry. And if you were to put one of those in a jewelry cleaner, I'm not sure that it would come out and still be waterproof. As far as stones go, hard stones can be cleaned frequently. If you have a gold ring with a diamond in it, right, then that can be cleaned a lot and it will be perfectly fine. If you have a gold-plated ring with a CZ stone, it'll be fine. But eventually the plating will start to wear. The CZ is strong enough that it won't make any difference on that, and that's fine. If you have an opal, I advise against using a jewelry cleaner. It is a water stone. It is very soft. If you have any other very soft stones like pearls, there are other ways that are just safer for pearls and opals and other soft stones. So keep that in mind next time you go to your jeweler. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we are happy to have you here. Do what you can to spread your light. Knowledge is power, and we can all use a little bit more knowledge in life. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, let us know. Subscribe, comment, click the like button, communicate with us because we love to hear from you. See you next time on Pendant and Ring.